Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got update number 3 for the Pan Those Eyeshadows project that I'm doing, which of course was started by Alexi. I'll make sure to link her channel down below. Loads of people are doing it, so definitely search for it. YouTube, Instagram, you will find loads of these types of videos and posts and stuff. Anyway, I have been working on some eyeshadows over the last month again. The first 2 weeks were not too great because I was not on a job. I was at home, not really doing much. Then I started my job. I was still at home, but I decided it was good to kind of get into a bit more of a routine. So I've been using these eyeshadows now for like 2.5 weeks, pretty much like really well. And then the first 1.5 week of this month, not so much. But yeah, let's take a look at it instead of me just explaining to you guys without showing you anything. So first of all, let's talk about two eyeshadows that I haven't touched too much. So first of all, we have Bordello in the Urban Decay, what was it again? Beauty with an Edge Shadow Box. Bordello is the shade in the middle right here. And as you can see in the close-up, there isn't really too much of a difference on here. Let me double check. I've used it twice. So at least I've touched it, but I haven't made too much progress on it. It's a type of shadow that I would put on my lid, but I'm putting something else on my lid mainly at the moment. So it's kind of trying to figure out how to combine certain things to make them work. This wasn't a priority this month, but I'm hoping to get some more use out of it in the upcoming month. Same goes for the Coastal Scents Creative Me palettes. As you guys might remember, I'm working on the green shade in here. And as you guys might also remember, I'm working on, I think, 2 more green shades in the whole collection project pen that we're doing. Hence me not making too much progress on this one. Because I have 2 in there, I'm trying to get at least one of them out as soon as possible. And then I think this one will be my next main focus. This one is a little bit lighter. I'm wearing one of the green shades on my eyelids right now. So this one might actually work as kind of a lid shade as opposed to more of an outer corner shade, which is what I'm doing with the green shade that I'm using at the moment. So yeah, anyway, I haven't really used this one. I've used it once, and I used it once last month, so it's been in here for 2 months already. I really need to make some progress on this one. But yeah, that's what's going on. Too many greens. I cannot, well, I can, but I don't want to wear like 3 different greens on my eyes. I want to combine it with some other things. So what I've been combining this green on my eyelids with lately is mainly this eyeshadow right here. This is in the Sleek, the original palette. Doesn't have a name, or at least once I bought this there were no names for these shades in Sleek yet. There are names for the palettes now, but anyway, I was working on this one, and as you can see in the close-up, there is definitely a dip starting to form in there. I'm hoping that within the next 2 weeks or so I can hit pan on this one, so I can then start focusing on some other shades as well. So for this one, I have used it 12 times over the last month, and I did already use it once the month before that. So also this one has been in 2 months. But I'm fairly confident that I can get this one out within the next month. So at least that will be one that is not in here for like half a year or something. But yeah, pretty happy with the progress that I made on this one anyway. And then another one that I have been combining with this as well is the Sleek Circus palette. And from that, as you guys might remember, I'm using this orange shade. Now in the close-up you can see that there is a bit of a dip starting to happen in here, but this one is very hardly pressed and very pigmented at the same time, so it's not moving as quickly. What I'm doing with this one today, I'm actually wearing it, I'm wearing the shade from this palette on my lid, but I'm using the orange shade underneath it to give it a little bit more warmth. And I'm also brushing this one into my crease, kind of to sheer out the outer parts of my crease and warm it up a little bit. So that's actually what this one works for really well, even though it looks extremely scary in here. But yeah, it is very hardly pressed, so it's taking me forever. I have used this one 15 times before and 16 times this time around. And yeah, that's 30 uses, and I probably still have another 30 uses to go. So it's a shame that I cannot really roll much out, but at the same time I do really like using it, so I'm not too bothered by it, although hitting pan of stuff is nice, but I'll survive. So that's that one. And then lastly we have the Vice palette, and then here I was working on the color Pandemonium, and it's the shade at the bottom right here, and as you can see it has pan. So I'm really excited about this. This one also took me quite some time to hit pan on. I've seen people hit pan on shades in these Vice palettes relatively easy, it seemed like, and it was taking me quite some time to hit pan on this one. For that one I already used it 38 times because this one has already been in since the first, like since the start. And I used it another 10 times, so after 48 uses I finally hit pan on that one. So at the start of the month this was more kind of my outer V type color, and now that I'm not really using this anymore I'm using the green more, so that's kind of a switch in my looks lately, but pan on this one. So really excited about that one. Just to give you guys a little reminder of what that one looks like. Well, it's not the best swatch ever, but it's a purple, but it's a fairly dark purple, so I was using that to just darken up the outer part of my lid. Now we're gonna swatch the shades that I'm still working on so we can see what palette it is that I'm working on. So we've got the orange shade right here, nice and bright. And then we have the other sleek shade, which is a nice glittery kind of bronzy shade. And like right now I've got these two on top of each other as well. So nice warm palette when you look at that. Then Bordello is not as warm of a shade, but it is fairly like neutral, so it could go warm, it could go cool, kind of depending on what you use it for. It's almost like a pinkish taupe or something. So yeah, that is that one. And then of course we've got the green, and the green is a like kind of middle tone green. It's not extremely light, but it's definitely not dark either. So that is the palette that I'm working with for now, and now we're gonna roll in shade number 5 that I'm going to be working on in the upcoming month. So I've got my Pretty Random app here, so let's shake it up and see. We've got number 61. Yep, 61. I've got 157 shades that I could still get, so let's see what 61 is. Okay, 61 is in my Sleek Also Special palette, so I'm just gonna quickly get that one and see what it actually looks like. So more sleek palettes to work on. So this is the Also Special palette, like I said, and 61 is the shade Glitz. I haven't looked yet, so let's see what Glitz is. Well, I've said I won't work on black shades. It's not black. Glitz is the gray shade right here. It's a glittery gray shade, so it's, I guess it's a nice replacement for that purple that's not in here anymore. Let's see how dark it is. It's manageable. It might actually work nicely with the green. It could possibly work nicely with all these shades actually, if I put this in the outer part and then like any of these other shades next to it. So I guess I can play around with this nicely, but this won't be moving fairly quickly because it is a darker shade, so I'm not going to be layering it all over my eye. Or maybe I will. Like, we're working from home, so I can, I guess. Anyway, yeah, this is the palette that I'm working with at the moment. It seems to be a bit more concise with the purple not in there anymore, but it's still a fairly colory palette. And as I'm already working on a green, of course, that green might not get too much attention. I know I can hit pan in this one. Hopefully make some good progress on the orange shade as well. I don't know whether I can hit pan. Even if I use it 30 times, I don't know whether I will be hitting pan already. And Bordello, I'm hoping to have at least a nice dip in that one, because I think I can use this really nicely in place of this shade once this shade is done, or once I've hit pan on it, of course. And then this one, yeah, we're gonna be using, but let's see how much. Anyway, that is it. Not too bad of a palette to work with. We'll see how I have done in a month from now. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye.